Hey guys, welcome to another video. Today I'm going to show you what exactly we've done to Sean's Oliver 77. This thing has been here for four months or so. I told him to bring it over for Christmas because he didn't know at the time, but I bought him a couple of parts to lighten up his tractor for this pulling season. So I'm going to show you guys what all that I've done to it and we've done to it, and it's just kind of a little update on the Oliver 77 pulling tractor. So first things first, we painted it somewhat. I mean, I painted the grills and the top piece where the emblem goes to in the radiator cap. I painted those by hand with some Tractor Supply magic paint. I know, you know, people have mixed emotions, but I tell you what, it turned out pretty good. It was just ag yellow. I had it from whenever I bought my first John Deere A. I was gonna paint it up and I never got around to it, but it came in handy here, so that's what I used it for. But the green is meadow green. It was spray paint in a can. It's not, it's a pop can paint job, but from not being able to, from 20 feet away, it's good. It's good from far, but it's far from good. But it's good enough to take and show. Obviously we didn't do the frame or wheels or anything yet, but we're gonna do that when the weather cooperates. So I'm gonna take you guys on this side here, this little opening. So you guys can see that right there, that green piece. That was a part of the belt pulley delete unit. That's what I got. I got him that. Technically it was for his birthday, but I bought that, and I bought this hydraulic delete cover right here. It's lightweight. That hydraulic probably weighed 50-60 pound. Belt pulley probably weighed about the same, or maybe, you know, probably lost 150 pounds total between the two. I'm guessing 120 to 150, somewhere in there. What else have we done? So I'm going to take you under the screen here. So I got rid of the original air filter that came up and went right, can't see that, but there's a little slot in the radiator where the pipe was the pipe would go to get fresh air. I got rid of that. Sean got that little filter for it for the meantime. Hooked up the alternator. Whenever we took the screen out for the paint, I had to take these bolts loose right here for the radiator. And we were that far, and I looked at it and I said, why don't we just take the radiator out and we'll pop the fan off, and everything came off real good and real nice. Stuck that belt on and it is perfect. I mean, I kind of hillbillied it. Just took a measuring tape and took a guess at it, really. But I made some custom linkage right here, because the linkage I was on, it was all rigged up together. And then this top piece, this round piece here, I got some round stock, and I threaded it just like the old one, because that was out of that adjuster right back there for your for the carburetor. It snapped off and couldn't reach anymore. So also put a new fuel line fuel fittings, and an aluminum tank. And we built a bracket frame for it. It's pretty hard to see, but yeah, I built that for it, me and Sean. The tank we had laying around for a different project a while ago, a long time ago, but we never got around to doing it, and the tractor got sold, but that's neither here nor there. But he can only put 3 gallons in that tank, which is good because I think this is like a 13 or 15 gallon tank. So I mean, you know, you do the math there, 8 pounds for every gallon or so, plus the tank itself. So I mean, you're talking, you know, 120 pounds or so extra, where that's going to be 100, or that's going to be 25-ish pounds with the tank. The bracket had a little bit, but that tank it's spun aluminum. It's really nice. He had a janky solenoid here on it, and the wire was roasted. I mean, it was bad. It would smoke like all get out, and so I had that laying around. I had it for the 350 originally, but I didn't need it. So I had that battery cable, so I had it laying around, and I said I'm gonna, you know, we're gonna do this right. I said, especially since it's so close to the fuel line, I said, we're doing it right. I'm not messing with it. No guessing game or nothing. And then you can follow me to the back here, and that's what it looks like now. It's pretty bare. So he took the fenders off, and then I cut this piece of steel here. I cut it a long time ago. It just needed finished cutting. It was a piece of angle iron, and it just needed some grinding on the back side. So me and him both finished grinding it flat, and then I drilled the holes for the support bolts, and then he put the stops. I told him to put stops on for weights. That way he wouldn't ever run into the his tire. I made this little what was that? That was where the PTO came out of. I made that little cover out of some like, I don't know, 16 gauge sheet metal, and it works out really great because the bracket can still sit flush against the rear end. And then I had to put on, we're using a stock seat for now, which is fine, but that seat is heavy. It's no joke. And then as far as the hitch goes, we cut the original hitch. I had a hitch for my John Deere A right over there, and I gave him it's a D-ring welded onto an old hitch, to another hitch that I bought, but you'll see it. We made it 3 by 3 3/4 for rolls. We were looking at the Mid-Atlantic Super Pole rolls, and that's what it had to be. So the D-ring was welded on at 3 inches, which is good enough for local fairs around here. But I had Sean cut it and re-weld it at school, and it's now 3 by 3 3/4. That way it'll fit within the rules. And we have to drill 1 hole to get the pin down through, and then the drawbar will come out, and then the hitch will the hooking point will come out with 2 bolts through the drawbar into the other piece. It's kind of hard to explain, but whenever it's done, we'll show you and you'll understand. And then all we have to do really is we're going to mount a top link from right in the middle here down to the drawbar. So that way that's your adjustment point of your hitch height, whether it's a 20-inch hitch or an 18-inch hitch. So that's pretty much a quick wrap of what's been going on with this Oliver. The motor on this thing is not cooperating. It was a fence row tractor for 20 years and it's given us all kind of fits. That's why it's parked here and not over there in line with those two. So we will fill you in on what we're gonna do as far as motor wise goes. I don't think this motor is gonna stay. I think we're gonna go to maybe a little bit bigger. If we can find a 77 and we're getting, you know, it's kind of a time crunch, we'll do that. We would like to hold out for a bigger, better motor. I mean, this one sounds good, but it's leaking oil so bad, so we'll pull it out and I don't know, he'll probably sell it, or maybe I can try my hand at a rebuild. I've never had to do an Oliver engine. I've done like 2 engine rebuilds, so it's still kind of a new process to me, especially as I'm finding out with like my John Deere A. They're simple, they are, but sometimes you just look at so many things that could go wrong, but at the end of the day, you just got to do it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little update of the Oliver 77. As soon as we get it running good with whatever motor, I'll be sure to get another video. It's getting springtime, so it's getting warmed up, ground's getting soft. Maybe go to a plow day, but we'll see. I'm not trying to whoop up on the 350 too bad, but to pull a 2-bottom 3-point wouldn't be hard for it. And then the A's, it's coming along. I still got to get it started. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you in the next one.